Hello. So right now I'm going to talk about some of the fears that I'm going to be having right now going into our new business and into Calgary, which is a huge move for us. So the first thing that I would like to say is probably going to be cash is a huge fear of mine right now. So right now we have around 6 months of cash until we have to sell something else or we have to get a job. And I really don't want to get another job. I do not want to ever work for somebody else ever again. And cash is a huge deal. I even have it written here on one of my pieces of paper. Cash is oxygen, so you can buy yourself time to have more perspective, to make better judgments about the business. Cash gives you a way to breathe and to change things that you may need to change. So that's going to be a huge thing. Okay, another thing that I would definitely something that's a little, I don't want to say scary, but something that I want to definitely make sure I minimize harmful impact is leadership. I don't know how great of a leader I am. I truly have no idea. I want to be a great leader. I think there are things that I can do differently that will make me a better leader. But right now, a fear that I have is even just working directly side by side with my partner, Catherine, who's an equal partner in this business with me. We're called MNC for a reason, right? I am worried that, my leadership skills aren't up to snuff right now, and that's going to show, and it could possibly even make things more difficult for us than positive. So cash and leadership skills not being high are definitely fears. And when I talk about fears and being scared and, oh, what if something's going to happen? I'm not saying I'm this overly anxious guy. I'm not saying that, I'm scared of going into business. I'm not. The one thing that I just want to make sure I want to say, lower as much as possible, just because of the negative impact, is failures and permanent changes that are negative. Obviously, everybody wants that. And you could even argue for my future that future me would want me to have as many negative permanent actions as possible, so that way on the upswing the feedback and the way that I change throughout it is going to be much more strong. But right now, for the fragility of the business that we're at right now, I would like to negate as many failures as possible. I don't think that sounds crazy. Who wants to fail, right? I want to fail in different ways. I want to fail at trying something new, and then changing my attitude or my attack on how I'm going to achieve this goal that I have. Like, there's certain things that I do want to fail at. There's certain things that I really don't. And treating people right is something that I do not want to fail at. Okay, if it just hurts me and it just tears me down, or it just kills me in a way which only I have to bear and only I notice, then that's like, give me all that, right? Because I want to use it to catapult myself forward and to be better. What I really don't like is, failures or negative impacts or changes that are going to essentially be thrown on other people in the business. I really don't want that. And I want to make sure that I treat others as best as I possibly can, because they are the lifeline of this business. So that's pretty much it for right now. It's cash, and it's going to be the leadership skills. I'm trying to think also in terms of things that I'm afraid of happening. I really don't want to lose any positive aspects of who I am right now, and the really good ones, right? Having less free time, or doing less fun things, or talking to people that I like to talk to less. Like, some of these are just sacrifices that are made along the way, and some of them are absolutely non-negotiables that you have to make through when you're in that hustling, 15-hour a day timeline. And like, there's certain things you just don't have enough time. Like, you don't actually have enough time to do all the things that you would want to do in your entire life. You have to create more time. You have to change your, whatever model it is that you're working with to operate your business. You have to change your operating model. There's certain things that will happen down the road. But right now, my big issue is nobody knows this. So I need to cram all day, and I need to essentially spend 15 hours a day letting people know who we are and drumming up business. So I don't want to lose the good aspects, right? Some of the good outlooks I have right now. I'm trying to actually build things right now that I feel and think and I believe in strongly, in these huge driving, motivating factors. I'm trying to create systems right now in the background that are going to let me, when I'm deep in the weeds, a quick pop-up to remind myself of why I'm doing certain things, whether it be personal things with just myself, only I would really know, or those really close to me, or my entire family, or dreams or goals that I have, right? Think of like a vision board type of thing. I'm trying to have things placed in the background right now that are almost automated, so that way, there's zero friction for me to get back on the horse, let's just say. So yeah, because I'm human, right? And everybody makes mistakes. So thank you very much for watching. This is just a very quick video showing you some of the things that I'm a little bit worried about going into business, but I'm not afraid of failure from clients, right? I'm not afraid of trying to do something good and it backfiring on me. Like, I'm not afraid of these things. I know they're going to happen, and there's tons of other things that I don't know are going to happen. So I'm excited to see, future me looking back on these videos and seeing what has happened and what's changed and what I didn't even see was possible. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below and I'm more than happy to answer. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. Peace.